What's up guys, TC here, and welcome to episode 1 of our Let's Play Wanderlust adventures. This is a brand new game, unreleased, coming from the same developers who made Starbound, Chucklefish. And this game should be out, I think the earliest we'll probably be seeing it on Steam, Steam Workshop will be about 6 weeks, possibly more. That's the earliest though. Lead developer Matt Griffin actually hooked me up with this game, so I'm very thankful. It's a super fun game. I played around with it a little bit with the different character classes to experiment to kind of get the controls so I don't just completely noob out. So let's jump right into things. New character. We're going to name ourselves TC as per usual. Now in this game you have 3 or 4 character classes. You have a warrior class, a assassin class, crusader, and a sorcerer, right? And so your warrior is like your typical melee oriented damage dealer, tough guy. He's got like combo type attacks, charge attacks. I've actually got the assassin. He's really squishy, but he does a lot of damage. And I've seen a couple videos of people who have the beta already, as well as I, that have played with this guy, and they really like this one. And then I'm not really sure if I want to play as him, just because I've already seen a couple videos. I wanted to do something I haven't seen. The next one is a crusader. This is kind of like your cleric damage dealer. He has like, where is it? Yeah, healing and enhancement abilities, extra damage against evil and undead enemies. He also is really good at crowd control when I played around with him. And the last one here is the mage, or the sorcerer, my bad. And this is your long range, squishy, but good damage, very fun to use. The other thing I really like about these different classes are that they all play tremendously different, and not just from a gameplay perspective, but like how you play them. So for instance, if you wanted to be the crusader or the warrior, you control it with your WSAD to move around and your arrow keys to do your directional attacks. Whereas if you played with the mage or the sorcerer, you would use your WSAD to move, but you use your mouse to target where your attacks are. Now the other thing that's cool about this game is that it's completely compatible with the controller, so you don't have to use a keyboard. So yeah, you see on these ones here, if you look above this here, it shows you what you can use. So we're going to go with the mage, because this is the one I enjoy the most. Colors, let's see, what are we going to do? Let's just do a random color and see what we can get here. No. No, not yet. That's all green. No. I want something bright. That's close. That'll do. Alright. So, let's start our single player. So the intro, it's a beautiful game. It's also really, really large and very, very deep game. A lot deeper than I was expecting it to be. There's tons of enemies you can have. You have pets and allies. And the game is designed for co-op play, where you can really tell as you're playing that the game is really built for co-op. And it goes up to 4 players. And I'm really excited to play this with some of my friends when the game releases, because I can tell you that the co-op play for this game is going to be really, really good. That's kind of what the 4 classes they all work around each other, they all support each other. So anyways, let's go. Welcome to the city of Hamran. My name is Rowan, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Adventurers Guild. Hello Rowan, my name is TC. Do you know where you are, why you're here, TC? The Adventurers Guild was looking for volunteers to sail to Hamran and help fight against the Lich. I'm here to help. Yes, I'm glad you came. I know others are on their way as well, and we need help, all the help we can get. Unfortunately, things are pretty bad here. The Lich has cursed these lands with famine and drought. Most of us are just trying to survive. Still, I believe if we can rally these people to work together as one, the Lich will make a mistake and an opportunity to strike will present itself. How can I help? These people are nearing despair, TC. We need to strengthen their will to fight. You will travel to each of 4 outposts to help them. I'll mark their locations on your map with a green number. What do I need to do for them? Whatever they need. They've all sent for help except for Temple Dominu. Strangely, we haven't heard from Temple Dominu in weeks. I'm a bit concerned there. Once we bring our outpost back to full strength, we can then coordinate an assault on the Lich's tower. Alright, wish me luck. Good luck. Oh, and before you leave, you may want to take a minute to introduce yourself to some of the other people here. Some of them will be able to assist you with valuable services. Thank you, Rowan. I'll do that. So, here we have our different options. Help the desert outpost. I'm going to do that one. TC, you should pay a visit to the desert outpost just west of here. A messenger told me that they're having problems with their caravans not arriving. Something tells me there's more to this than meets the eye. Alright. So, let's move on here. This is the city. This is kind of your little home base. So, Yep, so I need to meet this guy right here. Hi, I'm Silas. I can make jewelry for you. Keen? Hello, Silas, I'm TC. I'm with the Adventurers Guild. Welcome, friend. Assuming you'll be roaming out about the desert, you may come across some jewelry designs. Bring those back to me. Alright, then what? Well, with the design and the right materials, you'll be able to craft some powerful jewelry for you. Alright, nice meeting you, Silas. See you soon. So this is where you would turn in your jewelry you find, as well as your crafting designs you pick up. And this guy here goes hand in hand with them. Hello there, my name is John. I'm the blacksmith of the city. Hello, John, my name is TC. I'm with the Adventurers Guild. Alright, I heard you were coming. Well, if you need any fancy equipment crafted, you make sure to come visit me. The things I can make will likely be more advanced than anything you find outside of Home Run. Plus, my crafted equipment has slots for gym augmentation. In other words, you can customize your crafted equipment. Do you have any equipment I can craft now? Yes, but you'll need to collect some materials first, and tokens. Alright, nice meeting you. So this is where you do the exact same thing. I haven't gotten this far yet where you put gems in your armor, but I'm looking forward to that part. So, also, what's up next? Oh yeah, I gotta get to this guy here's really important. Adventurers Guild, right? Yes, I'm TC. Right then, I'm Leon. Come to me if you need to hire a companion to travel with you. In fact, I have a dog here you can take with you now. Oh, sure. Also, when you're fighting monsters out there, keep an eye out for contracts. If you bring them back to me, I can sell them to you as a new companion. Alright, thanks, Leon. Yep. So here's where we get our companions. Currently, we only have the dog, which is right here. So we're going to use him. He's actually really good, a great pet to start off with. Don't forget to give gifts to your companion to make them stronger. TC, good to see you again. So let's roll out. And here is this last guy here. Hi, I'm Gregan. Hello, Gregan, I'm TC. Indeed, a pleasure to meet you. I have a few tips for you before you begin your adventures. First, once you leave, you may always quickly travel back here by opening your game menu. Second, your world is different every time you play. The World Stone in town will let you change the difficulty of the game or regenerate the world maps. That's incredible. What else can you tell me? Well, you can sell items out of your inventory in town or any outpost. And if you ever feel lost, you can always check your map. I'll remember. Thanks for the tips, Gregan. Not a problem at all. Good luck to you. So this is where you can change your character, which this is cool because it's one persistent world. So if while we're out adventuring we decide we don't want to use this sorcerer anymore and we want to use a warrior, we can switch and we can change him in-game. Now the other thing we can do here is respec characters. So if say we start building this character and giving him stats, and then we decide that we don't like the build we've made, we can come back here and respec him, which just means we can redistribute the stats we found. So we've got our first skill point, so we hit K to pop open our menu, and here's the attacks that the mage has. So I'm going to start things off, what do I want? I'd rather have increased special points. So basically your special points are like your mana, pretty much. So we're going to head out. Leave the city. Alright, so here's the Hamran outskirts, and here's my dog behind me. Now, before we go any further into the desert, I want to kind of explain what everything is on the screen so you know. So in the upper left corner here, you'll see my name, TC, and my dog. Now, there's 3 bars for me and 2 bars for him. Now, my top bar and his top bar are both our health bars, right? In this game, you do passively regenerate health. However, it has to be outside of, like, instant dungeons. So if you're just walking around, if you get hurt and you leave, your health will slowly regenerate. And same thing with your dog or your companion. The next bar for me is my mana bar, right? So as I use attacks here, you'll see my mana bar go down. See? And it recharges pretty quickly. Now the very bottom one here you'll see is empty for me and my dog. That's my XP bar. So the more kills I get, the more my XP will go up. When it reaches a full bar, I'll go up a level and I can add a skill point to a desired stat or spec. The other thing is you hit I, you pull up your inventory. So here we have a lucky charm, which is what I started off with, which we can equip it now, which is equipped on this side here. So this is like the only thing you start off with, so you have to kind of kill stuff and find chests. But let's move around here. You can actually break a lot of stuff in the game. Yeah, and so you pick up these little coins you can find, and these little so you'll find these little campfires here. You can interact, and this is like your private stash. So you can store stuff in here when you're moving about, and you'll find these little stashes everywhere. It's kind of like an ender chest in Minecraft. But anyways, let's move on. Let's head out west like we said we were going to do on our first adventure. So, now we're in the desert. I see this giant thing up here. I don't want anything to do with that. I got wrecked by that earlier. I'm not even going to try. Alright, you know, I'm gonna attack these guys, but I'm gonna attack them at range. Here we go. Alright, take it. I love my dog. Oh yeah, I need to give him a name. Old Blue. You're my boy, Blue. So, as you can see, I've put up some experience. What is this guy? Ooh, an item. I picked up headgear, so let's go to our headgear here. This gives us plus 15, I think it's special points. SP, that's like our mana, and plus 2 damage reduction, so I can do it. Put that on, so now we're better off. Now the problem is it's getting night right now, and at nighttime the baddies come out. So we got to be really careful here because I don't have very many attacks. In fact, let's take a moment to explain this. The Sorcerer is the only class in the game that has this. So I hit Shift and I pull up my spells thing here, right? Now you'll see here I have a fire attack assigned to my left key and an ice attack assigned to my right. I also have access to an earth one and an electrical one. Now this one here shoots up spikes on the ground. I'll actually do this real quick. So now this shoots spikes on the ground, you see that. And then this one shoots out like this spinning electrical attack. So there's that. I actually really like the electrical one because I feel like the hitbox for it is bigger than the fire one, so I'm probably going to keep this as my left and the let's do the ice as my right. Now on the opposite side here, this is your stance. Now this is actually really cool, and this is what gives it so much depth to the Sorcerer. If you look here, I have offensive stance unlocked, right? Now these other two here, this is defensive and balanced, so like mixed. Now what this means is that, now you see these 4 different elements here, these are all offensive elements, right? Or I have them set to that now. But if you have it set to a defensive build, there's a defensive version of all of these, right? So you can have, if I were to have the defensive versions unlocked in a defensive build, I could have my right and left click be different elemental defenses. So like that might be you bring up like an electrical energy shield, or it could be like a torch that pushes enemies back. And then you have the balanced one, which is the one I prefer, because it gives you an offensive attack and a defensive one. So once we get those unlocked shortly, I'm going to switch over to balanced, and we'll go from there. But I think we've burnt enough time here. Let's head out west. I'm going to try to not get into any really big fights, at least not until I upgrade a little bit, get some gear, because I am... Oh man, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. I'm just gonna hang back. I don't even... Yeah, I'm spamming a little bit. I don't care. There we go. So, no. Oh, I got one more. So, here's what happens whenever you defeat a boss or anything like that. It drops a whole bunch of loot here for you to pick up, and it goes away. So, let's see what we got in our inventory. We got damage reduction plus 2 chest gear. The rest of this is crafting material. So we're just going to put this on just because it's all we have. So now we have our... What's our stats looking like here? Alright, and we're about halfway to leveling up. So now, the other thing I need to explain is the mini-map. This actually confused the hell out of me at first, and it's actually not that complicated. So if you see, like, the whole thing is randomly generated all the time. So every time you start it up, you get a new map. But you can always travel around, and so imagine this little square I'm pointing at here. This is the current square that's loaded. So you see this 1 below me. If we travel down here, which is where we're going to go, you'll see that we load up that area. And that's how you usually how you navigate this map. It's not that complicated. It just takes a little bit of, like, I don't know, playing to understand it. So we got a skill point, by the way. So let's apply that. We have 1 skill point, and our options are toughness, so increased total health points, and passive endurance, so increased total special points. And I think Magic Shield is already equipped, which automatically bounces back elemental attacks, and it recharges on its own. I'm going to go with increased special points, just because I need to have a deeper energy pool, I think. So let's head up in here. I know there's someone I got to talk to. Here we go. Are you from the Adventurers Guild? Yes, I am. Thank goodness. We're having some big problems here. Protector. Survive the direwolf ambush at the desert outpost. Is that not where we are? Help us, we've been attacked by wolves every night for the past week. If you could stay here for a little while and thwart the direwolf ambush, it'd probably drive them away for good. Quest accepted. Great, okay. Where's my dog? Alright, that was simple enough. Is that my dog? No, it's not my dog. Huh. Okay. It's good to see you again. Wolfpack. Kill 20 dire wolves in the surrounding area. Now that the wolves are attacking or aren't attacking our outposts, they seem to be focusing on our caravans. If you could aid us in a wolf hunt, it would help the caravans reach our outposts. Where are we hunting? Killing wolves in this desert region will help us the most. Quest accepted. Alright, so before we get on this, guys, probably going to end it right here, and we'll pick up next time with this next quest. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you are excited about this series as I am. It looks like a really fun game, and I'm really excited with what we can do. So please hit that like button. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.